All right, it's the rundown. It is February. Jesus, I know something's coming up.
You got this. You got this.
February 27th.
8th. Last day of the month, brother.
Damn.
Soak it in.
Almost leap year.
Damn.
But not, since it's not 2020.
Thursday Boots, free ship today at thursdayboots.com. Free shipping. Thursday Boots company has been making ridiculously high-quality boots that sell direct to the customer at unbeatable prices. Their clean, timeless design. Clean, that's a very hot word. That's, by the way, what everyone's saying
Oh,
is
shit.
Gay Pat's St. Patrick's Day shirt.
That's clean and timeless.
That's see the shamrocks on the arms. On sale now, 20% off. I'm mixing too, but the store is St. Patty's Day sale. Get all your St. Patty's Day 20% off. I didn't mean to hijack the Thursday boots, but we don't sell our own boots, so you can buy both. Buy the boots and buy the shirts. Their clean, timeless design, durability will have you standing confident for years to come. So Thursday boots, free shipping today. Free ship today at thursdayboots.com. So buy some nice boots. Couple NFL stories. First, Jason Witten is unretiring and going back to the Cowboys. Strange move. I mean.
It has to be because he sucked way worse at being retired than he did when he was playing football, right?
Yeah, I mean, but we don't think he has any juice left, any gas in the tank.
I don't know. I think he could play till he's like 50. I mean, for what he does, he runs out like 6 yards, finds a little bit of open turf. He just catches the ball and gets tackled.
He is one of the fastest on the ground guys who ever lived. So maybe. And he also is maybe the least separation of any guy who ever.
Right.
He doesn't need it. He doesn't need separation from anything. But no one was making fun of him when he was in the NFL. Like, that was like his safe space. Like, no one had ever said a bad word about Jason Witten until he retired and got a different job. And it's like, whoa, like, everything's not as easy as just running the 5-yard out.
He has opened himself up though now if he like drops a pass or something like, oh, get back in the booth with. So now he loses on both sides.
He can't go back to the booth. I think this
was
a way of
joke. Like if you fuck up,
yeah.
you're better off in the booth, Witten.
I think it's like a you're fired, I quit, but not only do I quit, I'm going to be an NFL player again. So it's like an extra fuck you.
So do you think that's what he's like? He's clouding he's murking the waters.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I didn't get quit from it. I'm going to play football. You don't hear this very often, by the way, in the NFL.
Because like, where else
Brett
could
Favre,
he go if he loses that job and he has an awesome job right away? Like, is he going to take a lesser announcing job? Like, there's nowhere else for him to go except for like back to the NFL. If he feels like he could play a little bit.
So is this just one of those situations then, because he has more money probably than he could ever know what to do with? He just needs an excuse to get away from the family and kids for a little bit. That I think is why most like billionaire athletes get second gigs. Like, well, if not, I'm just going to get like hassled at home.
Yeah, he can't like any life other than like being a superstar and a celebrity, and like he got fucking destroyed this year. Like every time he tried to talk about something, like he was the butt of everybody's joke. Even like people who aren't even funny and shouldn't be making jokes were making fun of him. It's gotta feel awful.
That might still be better than being at home with his wife and kids.
True.
Right, that shows how bad his family is. His family just
must
has to suck.
Yeah.
Jason Witten, I'm sure he's a nice guy. No one has anything bad about Jason Witten. I don't mean this to be an insult, but he seems like the type of guy where if you talk to him for over 5 minutes and didn't fall asleep, then you did something right. Like he seems like a human
He's
rained
boring
away.
as fuck.
As boring, the fact he was in the booth. Other news that just broke from our guy Chuck over there is that Josh Rosen deleted all communication, all pictures, everything relating him to the Arizona Cardinals. Saying he got hacked. He's saying he got hacked. That is a weird hacker. Like, let me go through each and every photo and delete it. That could be shaping up for Kyler Murray because what's-his-face loves him. He's already said he loves him, Kingsbury. And he said he would draft him number 1 and impressed by the talent. So that would be the fastest Josh Rosen experiment of all time.
I mean, he's fucked already.
I think Kyler Murray will end up going number 1, whether it's Arizona or they trade out. I think the hype train is just going to keep building around Kyler, and he'll just end up going number 1. But I don't know if it'll still be Arizona.
I'd love to have some sources on what's going on with that. If only we did a podcast with an agent who represented him.
God damn. You have to be pissed off about that.
Well, I think he took Barstool, Eric Burkhardt, I'm told the agent took Barstool out of his profile. So maybe he's out on giving us the dirt.
Yeah.
What?
Not that he ever gave us
What
the
happened?
dirt.
What did you...
I don't do it.
Did anything bad happen?
No, If only I had a source to find out what happened.
What? Oh, Casey does it with him.
Wait, what?
Yeah, comeback season.
Oh, yeah.
It's a podcast with Johnny Manziel, Eric Burkhart, Casey Smith.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
J. Pat, producer.
Oh, yeah.
Pat, what the heck?
Any word, Pat? Do we?
We texted him, he didn't text back.
All right, we texted him. We reached out for comment on the podcast that we do with the agent. No word back.
Damn.
We'll probably read it on the wire like we do everything involving.
Just popped
those
in my
guys.
head.
Barstool is out. It's not on his podcast.
Yeah, it's out. I didn't know it was ever in, but I guess it's out now. Interesting. Very interesting.
Do you think that they let them? Is there going to be like a quarterback competition? Like if you have Josh Rosen, if you have Kyler Murray, you can't keep Josh Rosen.
No, they would trade him for sure.
But
You can't have a quarterback competition.
By the way, I don't want to get off, but we didn't talk about it. I know you're going to do Storm Chasers. By the way, if you're not aware of what Rone and Caleb are doing, this concept that only a genius mind could have ever come up with.
A big brain.
They're leaving today. He's leaving right after this. They are going to be on the road nonstop, chasing college basketball games until they are in the crowd for a crowd that storms the court.
Buzzer beaters, upset wins, the beaches at Normandy. Since 1944, Americans have been obsessed with the perfect storm. However, most do not possess the courage, testicular fortitude, and actually big balls it requires to pursue the rush of a lifetime. Caleb Presley and Adam Rone for Rone have accepted the mission to prove that they have the nuts it takes to find that elusive squall. For the remainder of the college basketball season, they'll drag their big-ass balls from campus to campus, and they won't stop until they find themselves in the eye of the storm. This is Storm Chasers.
Ball size is determined by Grundle multiplied by pi shaft squared. Regulation shaft size varies from state to state. See local ball doctor for details.
I love this concept. I'm jealous I can't go on it. I think it's going to be great. So you're leaving, so I don't want to distract you and take you away. I know you got to go. But that press release from your Philadelphia Eagles saying that Nick Foles was a top 15 quarterback.
He is. How is he not?
He's top 2.
Oh, okay.
Biggest slap in the face. If I was Nick Foles reading that, I would have puked and I would have vowed vengeance upon the city of Philadelphia. Top 15, Brady, Foles. That's it. That's the list.
But you know that they're trying to protect Carson Wentz and build up the ego of Carson Wentz.
Right.
Like they want Carson Wentz
Correct.
to
But that
do
doesn't,
and feel good.
putting Nick Foles as top 15 doesn't do anything really for Carson.
Well,
Wentz.
they've dragged Nick Foles through the mud, and they're trying to be like, oh, we're letting him go, we're nice. No, top 15, there was no need for that. That was uncalled for.
You thought it was a petty shot?
Top 15?
But if they say top 2, like you're saying, then that means
Well,
that
just
they're
don't
saying
say
that
it.
Carson
top
Wentz
quarterback.
is top 3.
But top 15, we went through. He's so far above top 15. What? I'm not going to get distracted. You guys, you're a cursed guy. I just hope this isn't the curse of Nick Foles.
No, he's not going to
forever.
curse us. He loves us. We're building a statue for him. We love him.
I don't think he loves it when you're calling him a top 15 guy.
Dude, I'm worried about the Celtics. 0-6 in the last 6 games with Kyrie. 6-0 in the last 6 games
You know
without
what
him.
we need? We need a dose of Philadelphia 76ers to get us going. That's the only team we can
Help
beat.
you guys out.
This lady called 911 at a dog park because some guy's dog was humping the other dog.
Calling the cops right now
Hi,
because
can you
I
come to
told
the
you I
north
wasn't
of the
leaving the
Attleboro
park
dog park?
because
This
my
guy
dog
is
was
verbally
humping your
assaulting me
dog.
right now.
I'm not verbally assaulting you. I told you I'm not leaving.
The Attleboro Dog Park.
That's inappropriate for the dog park.
No, it's not.
I know it's
Dogs
normal.
humping each other and she's calling the cops because my dog humped her dog. I've seen every single dog hump another dog here. And she tells me to leave and now she's calling the cops. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, they will. They'll
Yo, I can't wait. Yo, this is crazy. Cause you heard of Barbecue Becky? Cause this is the newest one. Right here.
DE989.
Let me get her plate. Let's see. So everybody know who this woman is. We can look this woman up.
No, you can keep the park with your dog.
774-254.
Honestly,
Honestly.
I'm just trying.
You're not trying to help me.
To tell you.
No,
what
you're
the
not trying to
rules
help
are.
me. I know the rules.
You're not
the
obeying the
dogs.
rules.
I'm obeying the rules. What are you talking about? I'm right
You can't
here.
allow your dog aggressively on top of another
The
dog.
dogs hump each other every day,
That's your
and I
opinion.
took him off.
That's
I
your
took him
opinion,
off. I know
but
it's my
that's not the
opinion.
law.
Here's where I stand on this. Dog park guy, dogs hump all the time. But if you don't want your dog getting humped, You do have to break up the hump. You have to break up the hump.
Well, that's as simple as you just push them on the hip
Yeah.
and just say, "Hey, get off."
Right. Some doggers don't care. They'll let the humping go. But if you're a dog owner that's like, I don't want my dog getting humped, you have to break up the hump. You just have to.
I misread this. I thought the lady was getting humped by the dog, and she called the police on sexual.
That's a better story.
That would have been a great story.
That would fit in your like
that's
magical movie. Have you been reading his movie career blogs?
No, I heard it's
Well,
good
that's
though.
insulting. Yeah.
You haven't sent them to me. I thought we were
I
friends.
mean, they're on the website.
You said we're
I'm not gonna
friends.
Send you my own blog.
I don't know. I thought we were friends. But
We're friends.
I think that there's like easier ways to deal with a humping dog than calling the cops. Like just like shove the dogs off. Like if dogs fight in the dog park, separate the dogs. If dogs fuck in the dog park, just separate the dogs. Like it's not like this guy's like trying to make his dog fuck and like he is like
Right.
doesn't want to bring home a
At the
horny
same
dog.
time, love is love. So if these two dogs are getting at it, who are you to
Well,
play
what
God?
if it's not consensual?
Right. That's.
What if it is?
But I mean, who are you to say?
Yeah, true. I don't want to walk myself into any trap here.
Kim Jong Sister back in the news. So she's been in the news, I guess, for a while. Her job primarily is to hold Kim Jong's ashtray and just always be like in the background of pictures. This lady's awesome. And the fact that I don't smoke, but the fact that I don't have an ashtray guy stinks.
For the monster hits, you should at least.
I know.
Someone should be walking around behind you.
I know. I'm out of we haven't had a new monster hit because I'm out of joints and I believe they call it doobies.
Oh, so
Devil's
you need a
lettuce.
replenishing
I need
of
to
doobies.
yeah.
It would be a shame if someone sent you some of those things.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
If someone, but who would be your
Looking at a tall fellow of ours, but
Coley?
I didn't say Coley. But
Okay,
I do
I
need
did.
more joints. She's awesome until she gets murdered, which she will at some point.
I love this family. Not as like what they do to people, but just from a pure entertainment perspective, I'd love for them to have a reality show of some sort.
Be
I know it
awesome.
would be heavily skewed where they look great, but I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I feel like Trump is he's like trying to bring them into our world. Like he's trying to ingratiate us with that family. I don't
Yeah.
hate a little foreign policy that's going to make us closer with the rest of the world.
He's, if like Tommy said, if you take the Kim Jong Un in the context, if it's not real, it's very funny.
It'd be a hilarious show. Like if someone wrote the show.
Yeah, what I forget who's the guy he killed with anti-aircraft missiles because he basically laughed at his haircut or something. That's funny.
Yeah.
If you can just take yourself out of the fact someone actually got murdered with
Right.
anti-aircraft because they didn't like his haircut.
If I was a dictator of a country, I don't know how much different I would be. I wouldn't be killing people and starving my people, but yeah, I'd be telling everyone I shot a 36 in golf or whatever.
It's like an episode of Veep or something like that. How Tony Hale would be peeking around the corner with a little ashtray or something like that. It's funny on paper, but the murder.
Yeah, murder generally is frowned upon.
yeah.
In,
But foreign countries.
It doesn't play.
yeah.
But sometimes it plays.
So this story of a guy was in a room threatening to kill himself because he didn't want to go back to jail. Hostage situation. They got him to come out because they offered him a slice of pizza. This is one of my things I don't like. If I'm understanding the story, this guy was threatening to kill himself. We should not waste resources on that. Okay, do you?
Could have gone to a family.
You do you.
So you don't think that as a pizza guy that it's good that a pizza saved that guy's life?
I mean, whatever. I just don't think we should have a hostage, a 3-hour standoff. Who's he got? Are there hostages? Oh, he's threatening to kill himself. It's like when someone threatens to jump, go, buddy.
Let him
pussy.
jump.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah. It's just I don't
You
know.
won't.
It's very similar to when we send rescue missions to people who are trying to sail. When you are only endangering yourself, I have no problem if you want to do it, but don't expect us to help you.
You think it's a Darwinism thing? Let them sort it out. If he
Yeah.
dies, he dies.
How many times is I guarantee you this guy's gonna do this again.
But this isn't this a postcard for pizza? Pizza saves lives.
Yeah, it wasn't bad for the people in the pizza.
In my hometown, there's this old lady. She has an apartment by the train station, and she calls the police every time she has to go to the store. She's like, it's an emergency. I need to go to the grocery store, and then they send an ambulance, and you can't do anything because it's they have to just come because she always calls. But she's
What?
like, yeah, I'm
They
just
have to
I'm
take her to the
hungry.
grocery store?
I don't think they have to take her to the grocery store, but they have to always respond.
Yeah, I don't like that.
She's
I
such
don't
a
like
bitch.
that. Sounds like that's maybe somebody whose time has come to pass.
Yeah.
So we got Harder of the Week, new feature from our friends here at Rone. Get Hardo. Can you get hard? That's the thing. We played that. Get Roman.com/rundown. First box of Roman swipes for $15. So these are the swipes. I guess you put it a little bit different. Not only hard, you get hard and last long. I mean, who won't want to try this? Every guy wants to last longer. That's just a fact. Despite what the daddy girls say when they're like, oh, think of a baseball team. That don't work. Maybe these things will. Every guy wants to last longer, but thinking about
Does it say baseball team?
says think about baseball doesn't always work.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was maybe the craziest thing that's ever happened. Over-counter wipes, clinically proven to help you last longer. Super easy to use. Just remove them from the pocket, wipe your sensitive area a few minutes and go. Listen, I'm willing to give this a shot. Keep Roman swipes in your back pocket. Imagine
Don't go anywhere without them.
is that tissue? No, it's just a dick desensitizer. Keep Roman swipes in your back pocket for longer, better sex. Get your first box for just $15. Go to getroman.com/rundown. Okay. And the hardo we have is Mike McCarthy. Old Packers coach is getting like escorted out of high school basketball games for just going hard in the paint at referees.
With his stepson on the team, Mike McCarthy has been a regular face in the stands at Notre Dame Academy's basketball games this season. However, his actions after a tight loss at Pulaski crossed a line, according to people at the game.
And this parent chose to follow the officials and berate them, which is clearly unacceptable.
Through an open records request, Pulaski School District provided us this security footage. There's no audio, but you can see a Pulaski staff member escorting the referees out of the gym with a man following behind. District officials confirmed the man is McCarthy.
Some things were said, some language was used that we don't want in our gym, unsportsmanlike language.
We talked with one of the referees who did not want to talk on camera for this story.
Kind of like it.
Why? What do you like about that? He's
just
a total asshole.
Big asshole, but like treat every game like it's the, Game 7, Super Bowl, whatever. It's weird because you never saw him. He was a fairly calm coach, I would say. But I don't know if his kid's on the team or what, but they have footage of him like following the refs into the tunnel. He's using the F word. What, Tom?
No. I was just saying, it'd be very funny if he doesn't have a kid on the team. If he's just going to random high school gyms, you just got to get that anger out. And he's a football coach. He's got that fire. He's got that passion. He's got to get it out somehow.
You got to let coaches coach. Like, if you're just a dad going to, like, your kid's game, like, you need to just let them be, like, just shut the fuck up. Like, especially Mike McCarthy has to shut the fuck up.
But if you're an NFL head coach, like, at least you have some credence.
No, dude, no one wants to fucking hear, especially if you're an NFL coach, you should know to shut the fuck up. Like, if you're tired of, like, heckling, like, look at the
But at least you
Westbrook
do know
shit from
better,
yesterday.
probably, than,
like,
like
don't
some
they want
random-ass
to keep the
guy.
fans out of the game?
But like, he just has that coach mentality.
But aren't
knows how
like
to get the troops going.
But as a member of like the pro athlete community, don't they want to keep everybody like have the fans like shut up and like be fans and like have a separation of church and state type of thing? Like, you can't just then go to whatever game you're going to and berate the refs. Like, would you want someone fucking berating you? He probably curses out fans. Like, he doesn't like that shit.
It's like the Jason Witten thing, though. It's like he's got to get the juices going. The only way to do it is go to Notre Dame high school basketball.
He runs hot. Yeah, he just boils and all.
Last one, real quick. Lakers did win last night, but another LeBron moment. This clip, you just got to see it. He's Luke Walton's coaching up the troops, and he's just like not huddle. He's just standing to the side. Lakers are in shambles. Celtics are in shambles. So that's I had to show that clip. It's the annual or daily LeBron. What, pause? Something going on?
Kraft pleaded not guilty officially.
Robert Kraft, that's breaking, plead not guilty. I believe him. I do believe in this country you are innocent until proven guilty. So that's a rundown. We got a bunch of people leaving today. So we got Rone going to Storm Chasers. You're going to Miami, Ohio, Buffalo. When's that game?
That's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
So we're going to get out there, get our bearings, start filming the vlog. It'll be a daily vlog. It's going to come out every single day. Follow the journey with us. Follow us, Twitter,
And what's
Instagram.
the best way to follow? Do you have a separate like Twitter handle, or is it just you and Kayla? Like, what's the best way to follow that?
Both of our Twitter handles, both of our Instagrams, _Rone, at
Do we have
Kayla
a Storm
Presley.
Chasers
Should we
Twitter
get
handle?
Should we get a Twitter handle, you think?
Yeah, because it's like...
We're going to be putting up there's going to be a daily, like, 5 to 10 minute vlog on everything that we do. That'll definitely be on YouTube. We'll put it on the blog, too. We want people to, like, we want this to be an experience for the people.
I think there should probably be a main handle that makes everything that's happening there.
I have a question. What if one of these home teams does win, but they just don't storm the court?
Then it's not a storm.
I mean, that's pretty obvious.
It's not a storm. We're not going for win. We're not wind chasing. We're storm chasing. We want that elusive shot of us in the middle of the storm.
Are you gonna are you gonna try to lead the storm chase?
We kind of. I mean, we'll try to like whip it in if it's on the brink, but it has to be organic.
It has to be organic. I do think as this grows, if it grows and people know you're there, they'll know it's a storm situation. Like so, I'll tell you, it won't like it is the colleges because they are kind of they frown upon storming.
Right, they'll come over to the bench. They'll have like an assistant come over to like the student section, and be like, "Don't storm,"
right,
and we're gonna be shouting. We're
gonna
be, and we're gonna be running a charge.
Charge.
It's gonna be like a civil war battle. We're gonna have like sabers.
So that I'm going to the Collie tonight with Frankie, which I'm kind of excited for. I just like big sports events. So Tavares back in the building, my first time ever there.
You've been fucking with Frankie a little bit. I feel like he's like he's in a state of like he's frazzled right now.
Nope, I haven't. I've actually helped him because he made his first version of the anti-Tavares shirt. Ended up being like a very cool pro-Tavares shirt. And he actually inadvertently gave him like a new nickname, the King Cobra. Yeah. But his new shirt is on point.
You like it?
The second shirt's much better.
What is the second shirt? What is the new shirt?
It's not ready yet, and you want to know why it's not ready yet? Because Spider is busy making the King Cobra shirts for everyone in the office, so they're just printing 1 million King Cobra shirts, so we can't get our shirt ready. So my shirt's not gonna be ready for the game, I don't think.
And everybody else is gonna have pro.
Well, I mean, Robbie Fox, Glenny. How long is it gonna take to make Glenny's fucking shirt?
Are you fired up?
Yeah, it's game day.
Sorry, I'm getting. I know.
It's game
Listen,
day.
The game's in like 4 hours. I'm
it's
getting
game
going.
day.
I'm sorry.
It's game day.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's game day.
Steer clear of that guy.
And he's been learning from. You can tell he's been around me.
That was built up anger because he stole all my shit from He stole my Billy Joel bobblehead.
Yeah,
which is something you don't do as a Long Islander.
Frankie, that's right on my playbook thing. You start lashing out when things are getting hot and heavy around here. I don't hate it. That's the rundown.